bring it back, sir. Let's bring it this way.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh! Wow! Isn't she lovely? Excellent. So we've got the Sunlight Carl white here. This is the Advance, which is the mid-range. We're going to start with the Elegance, go to Advance, and then the top range will be Advanced style. So middle of the range one here, but it is fully loaded. So what should we do? There's so much to do. I'm going to struggle to keep it down to 15 minutes, but we'll try. So beginning at the front, we've got this massive Honda badge here, and you might see the blue effect around it. So from now on, the blue effect on the Honda badge will tell you it's one of our electrified vehicles, okay? Because it is an electric vehicle. But you don't have to plug it in, it's petrol powered, okay? So the petrol engine doesn't, 2% of the time it will run the engines, but most of the time this is an electric vehicle run by an electric motor. The petrol engine is there to generate extra charge when it needs it, okay? So that's where you get all the economy from. I'm getting between 50 and 68 miles to the gallon out of a 1.5 petrol electric vehicle. Self-charging, okay? You don't need to plug it in. You'll never run out of electric range, because as soon as you start running out of battery power, the engine will kick in and generate more battery power. Okay? The only time the engine runs the car is when you are high-speed cruising, motorway cruising, with a very light throttle, and then the engine can take over because all it's got to do is keep the wheels turning. There's no power needed. Okay, so the power comes from the electric motor. Okay, any more, we can go into that a little bit more in detail. Self-charging electric vehicle. So what have we got? We've got this big grille. Everyone knows this straight away. So these are colour coordinated. If you don't like the colour coordination, you can order a black accessory option, and that will also be the same. That the black will follow around the fog lights around here.
Does that light up?
It doesn't, no.
Oh,
well, if we put a torch on it, it will. What we've got as well then is brand new, so all models, all entry models of HRV are, the parking sensors here. You can see nice and flush and almost hidden. That's on every single model, that's new. And we have these brand new LED lights. Superb, and sequential indicators. Let me show you those. So the light should come on when I open the door. You can see the middle section isn't lit up yet, but that is your full beam. Nice and bright. Good driving is anticipation. If you can see further and clearer, you can anticipate more, so you're going to be safer. And then we have the indicators. I'll put the hazards on. You can see now they're sequential. So the way they run up, are letting people that see them know which way the car's going to turn as well. Okay. Good stuff there. What else have we done? The visibility is very important. So we've reduced the size of the A-pillars, so you get more visibility out of the screen. We've also made sure the wipers are below the windscreen level, so they're not obstructive in any way, shape or form. And like the CRV, we have now put heater elements under the resting positions of the wipers. So in the coming cold months, when your wipers tend to freeze to your screen and they rip and then you have to replace them because that's an MOT failure, they're going to free up now and it'll be useful to clear your screen. But not only have we put those heating elements under the wipers, we put them all up the A-pillar as well on this side. Why is that? Well, because we drive on the proper side of the road over here, when the wipers go, they're going to move all the snow and the slush to this pillar, and it would in effect make it bigger, wouldn't it? So the heater element there is going to melt all that, so you don't lose any visibility at all. That's what I like about Honda. We are an engineering company that have a car making division, so we engineer problems out. We stick things on. What else can I show you? We've got here the multi-purpose camera. Now this is a superb bit of kit, and this helps us with our sensing pack. So if you're not sure what sensing pack, again ask the guys, but it's our suite of advanced safety technologies. Things like collision mitigation braking system, adaptive cruise control, road departure mitigation. There's about 9 or 10 of them, okay? That all operates from this system here. And if you're not sure what these things are, little trick with Honda, what we do is we name something, and if you read it backwards, it tells you what it is. So, vehicle stability assist assists the stability of your vehicle. It's easy, that, isn't it? Collision mitigation braking system is a system that brakes for you and can mitigate the chances of a collision. So just read it backwards, it gives you a clue what it is, the guys can go into further details. But it's absolutely packed with safety. So little things next to it, these are your light sensors, for things like your auto headlights and your auto high beam support. And these things here as well can do your rain sensors, so your auto wipers come on and things like that. Oh, we better move on. Yes, better move on. We don't want to do too much more. If you want to stream up the sides a little bit, and I'll talk about the sides of the car, so some of you this way. You can see the wheels are all 18-inch. That's going to be standard throughout all the models, but you can get different styles on accessories if you wish a different style. You may notice as well, the mirrors on this HRV are much bigger than existing, much bigger. But so that you don't lose any visibility in this section here, and this section here, we've actually moved the door mirrors further down the door a little bit as well. So you might notice they're there, but they're going to add to your visibility. Brand new to HRV as well. If you look on the glass of the mirrors, have a little icon, a little light, just there in the top corner, top left corner, and there. Excellent, thank you very much. So that is your blind spot information. What do you reckon that does?
Gives you information about your blind spot.
Are you a technician? Do you work here? But it's that easy. It gives you information about your blind spot. How does it do that? So we have bumpers in the bumpers. We have radars even in the rear bumpers. Okay, and they have a detection area 3 meters back and 3 meters out. Your blind spot, funny enough. So when someone is coming into your blind spot, those icons will light up on your mirrors. Bright orange. If you were to indicate as if you were about to move out in front of that car by mistake, they will flash a beep to tell you not to do so. Okay, really, really good bit of kit. We've had that for CRV, but brand new to HRV now. And as you can see, the mirrors bend both ways. So if someone walks past or bangs them or a bike goes past or something, they're not going to break.
Do the wing mirrors indicate passing traffic?
Yes, that's what that blind spot is, yes. Like anything in your blind spot area. Exactly that, sir. Now, because of these radars in the rear bumpers, that gives us another little bit of kit called cross traffic monitor. Guess what that does?
Monitors your traffic.
You've got it easy, this isn't it? So again, these detection areas here and these detection areas here. So if I'm parked in Tesco's, Waitrose, whatever it is, I've got a panel van here and I've got a big panel van here. When I'm trying to reverse out, I can't see. So anything that comes in the detection zone, crossing me at the back, is going to warn me in the car not to reverse out in front of it, basically. So that's the same bit of kit, again, all new with the brand new HRV. We have auto entry, so my key fob goes in my pocket, and as long as I'm within 80 centimetres of the car, because it has sensors all the way around, I can open the car, it was open anyway, or I can lock the car with just one touch, and then the power mirrors will fold in. That's because I opened it up. I'm just going to see if it did that. Brilliant. And again, I hit that button once and it locks. If I hit it again, I could hear another lock. What does that second lock do, folks? Any idea? Because the first one locked it. Deadlocks. And what does that mean, though? Or the inside. Yeah, so if someone were to smash, if I did it the second time and I smashed the glass, they still couldn't put their hand in and open the door, it wouldn't unlock. Okay, that's whether you do the second push. We've had that quite a while, but it's sometimes forgotten. The other thing I'd like to show you then, we've got the hidden rear door handles. And if I open those up both sides, if you do get a chance to look inside, look at the center console. It's got vents now for the rear passenger, to make them even more comfortable. And below the vents, there are 2 USB ports. You can have 2.5 amp, and they're going to be fast charging for entertainment, for phones and things in the back. And actually, in the back of the seat pockets, there's another little section for mobile phones, just to hold mobile phones in so they don't slip down those pockets. Okay, again, have a look at these and I'll show you those a bit later. Yes, I've just come to that, sir. Yes. You know where I'm going. You've done this before. Come around to the back a little bit because I would like to show you exactly what the gentleman was just pointing out. Don't forget we have the magic seats. Every single jab, every single HRV has the magic seats. So it's a one-touch drop operation and it can go extremely flat. And they also go up. Actually, I'm going to do that. I'll push that one up, and I push this one up. Walk through the car. Now, I know you're never going to do that, but if you do, show off to your neighbours, because they go to their car, they can't do it. It's wonderful.
Can you sit 3 people in the back?
Pardon?
Can you sit 3 people in the back?
You can get 7 in, not legally, but yeah.
No,
There's four. You can get a third person in the middle. Yes, absolutely. There is an extra bell for that. Absolutely. So what else have we got? We've got the rear spoiler, which isn't just for looks. It does help with aerodynamics. Therefore, increases your MPG and your CO2 a little. So we're all good with that. And what I do like, I'm going to show you those because you just pointed it out. Let's have a look at this lovely light rail. So, we know that 4 out of 5 accidents are what we call nose-to-tail shunts, okay, 80%. So if someone can see you braking, you're going to have less chance of that happening. So we've got excellent brakes, I'll show you that there, nice and bright. You've got to see that braking, aren't you? And then you have the light bar as well. Lovely, isn't it? And the indicators aren't sequential, but again, they're on the corners and quite visible. But they reflect everywhere. The lenses have been designed, they do show where they need to go.
So does the light bar come on when you brake?
No, brakes, that's brake, and that's light bar. Okay. Now, we do have hands-free opening. So again, as long as I've got the key on me, and I'm standing between the number plate, not too close, because your leg can't go under, not too far away. If I do that, give it one of those, she's going to open for me as well. So I'm carrying things, etc. And what we mustn't do with these power tailgates is manually close them. Okay, that will go against the motor. Please use the close button, or you have a button on your fob. And if you get one, we'll give you a 10p piece as well. Or again, you can press the button and down. The other one, we've had an additional button here on the right called the walk away button. So, being a utility vehicle, we actually get things out all the time. Who's the golf club man? Where have you gone? So, what you do, before I do anything, I'm going to press that button, green light will come on. I then take my load, walk away, and she's going to because she loves me. Isn't that wonderful? Really handful for a utility vehicle that is going to use. Just like the front here, windscreen elements, under the rear, if you notice the element goes up and down, covering a greater surface area. Same thing, if your wiper sticks there, it's going to free up and then be able to clear your screen, not rip your own. The blue effect around the H-bag, again, remember telling you it's electrified, and our badge is not hybrid anymore, we call ours Honda electric vehicle. Alright, again, the rear parking sensors, you can barely see them, how well they're hidden there, look. Standard on all models. So, again, I'll stop there because I don't want to bore you. That's reversing camera. There's your that's great. Absolutely, reversing camera. Lovely, not a rear parking camera, it's a reverse camera to let you see what's behind you before you reverse. Right.
Not like the CRV that's got the
Grids.
parking on the screen.
Yeah, you get the grids.
Yeah.
Rather than the
Okay.
yeah. No, there is, you just have to make sure kids are running past you, things like that. I draw your attention to the front then, so if we open the front doors. Thank you very much. So look at no, you just wanted to touch it, didn't you? That's brilliant, thank you. No, that's very good. You're going to be allowed to in a moment. But have a look here. We've got great interior now. Looks really spacious. Everything's designed out. The infotainment system is the next generation. She's a little bit quicker, a little bit smarter, a little bit smoother. We have a heated steering wheel now as well. For these cold mornings coming up. We have a hill descent control button. Guess what that does?
Stops you rolling back.
It helps you downhill. So if you live somewhere where you're constantly going downhill for very long and you're always on the brakes, your brakes are going to heat up and then they fade. What this does, you press the button and it controls your descent by braking the 4 wheels intermittently and all over the place briefly to cool you down, to slow you down without the brakes getting too hot. Depends where you are. In some hilly places, it's really quite necessary because it's a heavier car. We've also got a little drive mode button down here next to the gear stick. Have a look later. A little toggle button there, and that can change how you want the car to react when you drive it. So you can put it on a normal mode and just drive it as normal and get the benefit of the hybrid engine or the hybrid system, or you can put it into an eco mode. Some of you have got eco in your existing cars, similar type thing, or we can put it into a sport mode, which will enhance a little bit of the power. So that's going to let you overtake things easier, put out of junctions a little bit safer, things like that. Or you could just drive it in, it's up to you. Excellent. What else? Oh, the vents as well. So when you get a chance, have a look at the vents on the corner. We've got a nice little silver button here. There is now a function, if you put the vent 12 o'clock position, this little vent here actually goes past the driver's shoulder and starts venting and cooling the people in the rear. Okay, or if you don't want that, you click it to the standard vent coming out of your dashboard. So another new addition there.
So there is a vent in the back from the front.
Yes, in the centre console now, in between the two seats. You can see those there.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, quite a premium addition that we've now put into the HRVs.
And will that have heating as well as?
Absolutely, yeah. So any vent, same as the vents, just channel to the back. So I'm going to leave it there. What I would say to you is don't believe a word I've said. Come and drive it for yourself. It really is that good.